When we talk about the New York Yankees, the image that comes to mind is of a dominant franchise, filled with history, titles, and legendary players. But the team's current moment is far from reflecting that tradition with the same shine. The season has been unfolding as a true test of resilience for the roster. And what was supposed to be a promising start has turned into a puzzle with many loose pieces. Among them, the most concerning, at least at this point in the journey, is the instability in the pitching rotation. Key injuries have shaken the structure that was supposed to support the team, and this, of course, has impacted the team's overall performance. But this isn't the only area in crisis. If the rotation is limping, third base is practically crying for help. What we see today at third base for the Yankees is, to say the least, discouraging. The trio formed by Oswaldo Cabrera, Oswald Peraza, and Pablo Reyes was called up with the hope that one of them could take over the starting role with security and consistency, but reality showed a very different scenario. Between lackluster performances, defensive errors, and minimal offensive contribution, it became clear that the team urgently needs to rethink this position. The patience of the fan base is already showing signs of exhaustion, and the front office knows that if they want to keep the ambition of competing at the top alive, they'll have to act boldly. It's in this context that the name Nolan Arenado is starting to gain traction behind the scenes. According to a recent analysis by Kerry Miller from Bleacher Report, the situation has reached a point where the best solution for the Yankees might be summed up as Arenado or nothing. And this is not an exaggeration. Arenado isn't just a well-known name. He is one of the most consistent talents in the league at the position. His experience, skill, and presence on the field could completely transform the dynamic of a team in the area that is currently causing the most headaches. On the other side of this potential trade is the St. Louis Cardinals, who are in a period of transition with clear indications that a rebuild is being considered. Arenado, at 34 years old, is entering the final years of a hefty contract, 8 years in total, with $52 million still to be paid through 2027. Last season, even without putting up extraordinary numbers, he maintained a respectable performance, 8.27 to batting average with 16 home runs, along with defense that, while not as impactful as in his prime, is still firm and reliable. Arenado's arrival in New York could undoubtedly give the Yankees a new look. On one hand, he brings with him a wealth of experience and a reputation as one of the best third basemen of the past decade. On the other hand, he would also represent a considerable financial gamble with the contract in place and the numbers he still produces. Acquiring him would not be cheap, but it's an investment that many believe is worth it. The Yankees' third base position needs someone who can deliver not only with the glove, but also with the bat, and Arenado offers both. What makes this trade even more interesting is the impact that Arenado's move to the American League could have on his career. After successful stints with the Colorado Rockies and, more recently, the St. Louis Cardinals, a transfer to the Bronx would represent not only a new challenge, but an opportunity to revitalize his career on a team with clear ambitions to win another title, unlike the situation with the Cardinals, where a rebuild is underway and immediate future expectations aren't high. Playing for the Yankees would be a chance to fight for the top, and Arenado, as an elite player, knows how motivating that can be. Additionally, the dynamics of a team with experienced and powerful hitters like Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and DJ LeMahieu would be a dream scenario for Arenado, who could take advantage of the offensive depth of the team and perhaps even benefit from more protection in the lineup. He is already a player who produces solid numbers, but in an environment like the Yankees, his impact could be even more pronounced. This factor is relevant because, with a strong defense and the potential to expand his offensive production, Arenado could not only solve the third base problem, but also become a key piece in the team's pursuit of more titles. More broadly, a trade involving Arenado would represent a move from a team that knows it needs something more to remain competitive. At a time when injuries are affecting the rotation and the hole at third base is becoming an increasingly intense headache, Arenado's arrival could give the Yankees renewed confidence. A player of this caliber has the ability to not only change a team's on-field performance, but also its morale and confidence in the clubhouse. And now, the question is, what do you think about this potential trade? Comment below with your impressions and, of course, share your opinion with us. Maybe you have suggestions for other trades that could strengthen the team. Let's open the debate. And before you go, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to stay updated on all the latest sports news. Stay tuned, because here you'll find everything you need to know with analysis and quality. And if you like the video, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Let's make this community grow stronger.